Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Ranita. I love getting into makeup and beauty releases, and today there's quite a bit to cover. I'm really excited, especially in the perfume world. There's quite a few things that have come out. It's actually kind of crazy how much stuff has been coming out, and it's like, how do you keep up with all of this? How do you get samples? I mean, I'm thankful for the ones that show up at Ulta and Sephora because you can actually walk in and try all of this out, but for the indie ones, it is so hard. So that being said, let's start with the very first thing that really caught my eye. Now, this over here is by a brand called Imaginary Authors, and Imaginary Authors is a perfume brand. They have some really fascinating scents from everything that I've seen, and I saw that they've actually released a brand new scent, and this one is called Dipped in Chocolate. So it looks really cute. It's got a lion on the cone. So this seems to have cardamom, chocolate, and a whiff of waffle cone as their main notes. You can see the photos here. This is, basically on their page, and it says that it's got chocolate, cardamom, vanilla, cream, sandalwood, benzoin, Sumatra, and a whiff of waffle cone. And yeah, it's basically like for anybody who really wants to get, I guess, into this kind of mood of just chocolate and sweet, and if you like gourmand. And I'm actually very tempted. It's just that I have spent quite a bit on perfume this month, and I'm just like, oh, it's just so hard to keep up with this kind of stuff. So if you're planning to get this, it's 150 ml. Unfortunately, they have not put up sample sizes, which would have been great, but they were saying something about how it's very hard financially to do this and then make the money back from that in case, like if people didn't want to buy. So because of that, unfortunately, there are no samples, but despite that, it still looks like a wonderful scent. So they're basically saying that this is the ceaseless sugar high of youth, a heated romance from your past, your first whiff of waffle cone, and it can also be a ravenous desire for fun, a late night dessert after a dinner date, an impromptu visit to Salt and Straw to raise your spirits. So yeah, this sounds like a really cool, scent. I think that I'm really interested in trying some of Imaginary Authors at some point. I actually ended up getting a collection of scents for my Christmas present. Decided to get it a little earlier this year because I wanted to put together a video of scents that I'm looking forward to as the cold season comes in, as Christmas comes in. And I think that I'm building up a pretty good, collection here. So some of those scents that I bought were for that as well. And I do have some others coming out just before fall ends, because this fall I have been getting a lot into fragrances, building up my collection again, getting into all of that stuff because it's been a lot of fun for me. So stay tuned for some of those videos. They are going to come out. I actually recently put up one on all of the finds, that I've basically been seeing at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. They actually had an influx of perfumes, quite a few really nice brands as well, and even alt fragrances, which I have a code with, and then all these other things that I've never seen, never heard of, but I did find some really lovely scents, especially if you love gourmand perfumes. I highly recommend going to TJ Maxx, checking it out, because all of these are below $20, so you can actually build up a really nice collection just from going and seeing what they have over there. Next, we have this over here by Commodity Fragrances. Now, Commodity also has some really lovely perfumes, and it seems like they've come up with this thing of previous fragrances from the past, and they've also created a way for you to DIY your own travel size perfume, and I really love that. I kind of wonder why other brands are not doing this, because you go into the store, you see them selling these things separately, and you have to buy them separately. But I love the fact that Commodity is doing this, where they're actually allowing you to be the person to create your own DIY stuff. I think that is absolutely fantastic, and you can see all the different scents over here, that are going to be back, and they said something about how this is only going to be until the 17th of November, so seems like, we will have to rush and actually go and get, our fragrances if that's what you want to do. I have received a couple of Commodity perfumes and I have liked them. I got gold and I really enjoyed that one, so I'm actually looking at this and I'm wondering, should I do this? But honestly, it's really hard, especially with Black Friday and all these other things that are going to be coming up, right? This is going to be pretty tough to actually go and decide what I want. It's so freaking hard. All right, now we're coming into Flur. Honestly, Flur blew me away this year. I've never tried them before, and I decided to because I'd gone to Ulta and I was just trying on all these perfumes, and I tried Tangerine Boy, and I fell madly in love with Tangerine Boy. It blew me away. I just felt like that perfume it's become one of my favorites. I've been wearing that a lot in Florida, and it's kind of funny because, obviously in Florida it's known for the oranges and stuff, and yeah, I really could not get enough of Tangerine Boy. It was absolutely brilliant, and I have been dying to get more of Flur ever since then. And as you can see over here, there are a few things that are coming out this holiday. So you can see that there's going to be different packages. They've got best-selling deluxe mini trio for $36, intimate skin travel duo for $49, and then we've got strawberries and cream travel duo for $49, vanilla skin body duo, which is apparently sold out, edible skin trio for $62, lush fruit trio for $62, and then the soft spot fragrance duet for $109. So yeah, that's where you can see that there's the travel size version and the full size version. Honestly, this was yeah, like I said, I really love Flur, and I'm hoping to build up my collection very slowly. Hopefully by next year, you know, I'll have a few more of those scents in my collection. They have released a few new things. I saw something about strawberry, was it strawberry letter? Can't really remember, but I think, yeah, that was a new fragrance that I saw not too long ago, and I was interested in that one as well. So keep your eyes peeled, you know, if you're interested in getting into Flur. If you've never tried them before, I do recommend giving a try. You can go to Ulta, Sephora, go and try the fragrance, see if you like them. They even have discovery sets if you don't want to do that, so it's pretty versatile in that way. You can go and check them out, and usually each bottle is about 100. Here we have some more beautiful gourmand perfumes. Now this is by a brand called Jousset, and it really looks amazing. They've given us 5 new scents. We've got Banana Split, we've got Belle Helene, Cafe Affogato, and we've got Creme Brulee and Sticky Popcorn. And obviously I'm most interested in Sticky Popcorn because I really love that kind of smell in my life. And you can see what each of these are looking like. Bottles look really pretty, and honestly, I wish that I could get some of these. Let me just read you some of the notes as you see these photos. So we've basically got banana splits over here. It's going to taste, well, it's going to smell like ripe banana, whipped cream, vanilla ice cream, chocolate ice cream, chocolate sauce, and caramel syrup. So really sounds like a banana split there, doesn't it? Now there's Belle Helene, so that's juicy pear, lemon zest, warm chocolate sauce, roasted almond, bourbon vanilla, aged cognac, cedarwood, and white musk. For Cafe Affogato, it's freshly brewed espresso, Madagascar vanilla bean, creamy vanilla ice cream, roasted coffee beans, dark chocolate, whipped cream. And then for Creme Brulee, we've got caramelized sugar, fresh cream, vanilla custard, burnt sugar crust, whipped cream, and bourbon vanilla. And Sticky Popcorn, you've got salty popcorn, melted butter, vanilla sugar, warm caramel, rice powder, and sea salt. Absolutely fascinating. So if you want the 30 ml one, it's going to be $100.22. For 100 ml, it is $192.16. And that's honestly the reason why I was saying it is so hard nowadays to keep up with everything that's coming out, because it's just kind of crazy, you know, like the pricing and everything. How do you keep up with all of these perfumes, and yet they sound so good? So I really feel like this is a privilege if you're able to actually go and, you know, get all these kinds of items, because right now everybody knows the economy is not doing that well, and you know, it's just really hard to just whip out $200 and be like, oh yeah, you know, here, take my money, or even 100 for 30 ml. But I have to say, these sound amazing, and if I could try any of these, I think I would be mostly attracted to Creme Brulee and Sticky Popcorn and Belle Helene because of that pear. I really love anything with pear in it, and this sounds like something that would really, really get me excited. So hopefully one day we'll have to put those on the wish list. Now, I love going to Ulta and looking at all of the new releases, and when I was doing this just the other day, I noticed that one of the brands that I've really come to love and enjoy in terms of perfumes had a brand new perfume out. So this is Cerise Rich, and it looks like, you know, I'm hoping that this is something that, you know, is for Christmas, because it kind of seems like that way. It's got black cherry, dark chocolate, sugared patchouli, and you can see that they're putting it, you know, with a lot of different cherries and stuff, kind of getting you a feel of what this is like. Monde Gourmand has got so many scents, and honestly a lot of them came recently to TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and I was honestly building up my collection with them because I was so excited. And I have seen hundreds and hundreds of scents. Every other week something has been coming out that is different from the weeks before, so I've been doing my due diligence and visiting every single week to make sure that I don't miss out on anything. And I try to go multiple times also during the week just to make sure that, you know, hey, if I see something that I want, I'm able to get it. And honestly, a lot has been coming out from Monde Gourmand, so I'm pretty interested in Cerise Rich. They had actually also just released Confetti Doris, and that had come out, and I got it. I absolutely love Confetti Doris. In fact, I wore that the other day to work, and you know, people actually commented on that and they were like, oh my goodness, something smells so freaking good. And I was like, yeah, it's this perfume that I'm wearing, and you know, it was that one, and it's very comforting. It really does smell like a birthday cake, and they hit the nail with that one. And that one has been lasting for about 4 to 5 hours on me, so I kind of don't work that many hours anyway, so when I'm going in, I'm kind of like spraying it once. It lasts for the rest of the day, and I feel it also provides a very comforting sense, you know, very comforting feel for whoever walks into the room. So because of that, I've become quite a big fan of the Monde Gourmand. Whatever is coming out from them, I absolutely love to get my hands on, and I can't wait for this one. So the other thing about the Monde Gourmand that I really like is the price point. It's so affordable. This is $25. If you go to TJ Maxx, you can find these for like $12.99, which is just crazy to me. So yeah, don't miss out on this. Go to TJ Maxx, go and see if you can get some of the older scents. I've actually managed to pick up so many that I've been using during fall, and they've really been lovely, absolutely lovely. They're 30 ml, some of them are a little bigger, so you can go and decide for yourself, you know, what you want to get. But I've really been building up my collection, and I'm so happy with like the stuff that I've been able to get from this brand. Now I do want to mention that this is basically a mysterious, sexy and rich kind of feel. It's woody and fruity at the same time. The top notes are black cherry, pear leaf, bergamot, Italy. The middle is benzoin, Siam, Devana, India, dark chocolate. I'm not too familiar with that second thing that they had mentioned, Devana, India. And then the base is sugared patchouli, upcycled cedarwood, Virginia, and praline. So I'm really interested in this, and I'm really wondering what this is going to smell like. It sounds so fascinating and different. This is another perfume that I'm very keen to get my hands on. It's called Honey Sweet Eau de Toilette. It is by a company called Sniff, and it's retailing for $65 now. When I saw this, I was very intrigued by the design of it. I've also really been getting into gourmand scents. I like sweet smelling things, and you know, have a very sweet tooth as well, so I'm not too surprised by my choices. But it's just the fact that I love the way that the bottle looked, and there was some other perfumes from this brand that I was actually very interested to try out. So when I saw this, I was thinking, okay, you know, this is something that I should probably consider and look into. Now currently it is out of stock, but basically these are the notes. This is ambery and woody. It's got freesia, saffron infusion, incense, and rum as the top notes. The mid ones are lavender flower, clary sage, crystallized honey, broom absolute, and then the dry notes are benzoin, cedarwood, moss, Havana wood, and vanilla bourbon absolute. So I went and I was reading some of the reviews. It was basically you know, people saying that yeah, you can get a bit of the honey, but there's also some people have said that a couple of the notes are very strong aside from the honey coming through. But I still think that this sounds like a lot of fun, and I'm interested in trying it at some point. Right now it is sold out, like I mentioned, but you know, the other day when I was looking at it, and I'm thinking, yeah, I should probably pick this up, it was actually available. So if you get a chance to try that one, let me know your thoughts on it, because I'm definitely interested in that one. Now this is another perfume brand that really comes across as fantastic for those of us on a budget, simply because this brand also does a lot of dupes of bigger brands that are very expensive. So this is Dossier, and it seems like they've come up with 2 new scents for Christmas. I think that I would love to pick both of these up. So one of them is called Orange Glow. The main notes are cantaloupe, orange, orange flower, and peach. I am an orange lover. I think you could get that from the fact that I fell madly in love with Flur's Tangerine Boy and Forever 21's Mandarin Muse. I just love fresh scents. I just can't get enough of them. So now there's Orange Glow. I need to add this to my collection. Kind of feel like this is a, I don't know, like this would be nice for Christmas. I like this kind of stuff for Christmas because, you know, of the fruitcake kind of thing. Like I feel like orange and stuff reminds me of something that's very festive. So that's one of them. It's going to be $34. And the other one is called Black Shadow. It's got black pepper, cade wood, and guaiac wood. I hope I said that right. Also $35. Let's go and see a little bit more about them if there's any information here. So with Black Shadow, the first notes are black pepper, elemi, and cade wood, and then the middle is cardamom and black coffee. And then the notes that you get, that's the dry down, I suppose, is black vanilla, ambroxan, and guaiac wood. So that sounds really interesting. Now with the Orange Glow one, the main notes, that's the ones you first smell, are cantaloupe, nectarine, Devana S, and orange. The middle notes are orange flower, passion fruit, and osmanthus. And the notes that linger all day are peach, musks, vetiver, and patchouli. So that sounds really interesting and really cool. And only $34 each. Sounds like a steal to me. Yeah, I'm definitely very, very interested in getting these two. Now here we have Latafa Bad E Al Oud Noble Blush. I'm so sorry, but I really don't know how to pronounce that. But this sounded really good to me. This is basically another brand that has pretty affordable perfumes. I've had my eye on a pistachio one for quite some time now. Very reasonable rates, so I'm pretty interested in this simply because these are the main notes: rose milk, almond, meringue, sandalwood, vanilla, and musk. I think that this sounds like something that would be so yummy for Christmas. Like, I can think of all the marzipan, treats and cakes and stuff that come out during this time, and rose milk is also something that I really like because, being Indian, we do put a lot of rose petals and stuff in our desserts. So that kind of felt a little bit like home to me, and I'm pretty interested in something like this. So yeah, I have my eye on this one. It's also a more affordable one, so yeah, this one was something I wanted to mention. Now let's see if there's any price on this. I'm not seeing one, but basically this is what it says. It says that there's a note breakdown online, and it says that this has raspberry, apple, lavender, tuberose, licorice, jasmine, patchouli, sandalwood, and vanilla. So they're saying that it could be a copy of Ariana Grande's Maud Blush. Okay, so that's interesting. I'm definitely going to be looking into this one and seeing, if I'm going to be picking it up. Now, here is a perfume by Noyz, and I went and I tried Noyz's first 4 scents, and I honestly couldn't really love any of them. I didn't feel like anything was really sticking with me. It's probably just, a body chemistry thing, because I know that sometimes perfumes that smell amazing on some people just don't smell good on others, and I really did not like the first 4 that I had tried from them. I had done this at Ulta. I'd gone and, smelled them, tried to walk around for some time, come back, respray, like different ones and all of that, and I tried them twice before, kind of coming to a conclusion that, this is probably not the set for me. But I saw this one. Now this one kind of feels like it's different, because it feels like this is a gourmand perfume, and I'm kind of interested now. I'm very intrigued. I need to go and try this at Ulta before deciding on anything, because honestly I just was not impressed with the first 4 that I tried. I felt like it reminded me of being in a smoker's house, quite frankly. When I was trying Noyz's perfumes, I was getting a bit of a headache from it too, so I tried really hard to like them, but in the end it just wasn't working out for me, and I thought, it's a bit too strong for me, so I'm not going to be able to get any of these. Now this is what 12 o'clock is. It's got jasmine petals, raspberry, ambroxan, and spun sugar, and you can see all these photos over here where they're kind of giving you a feel of it. It says the base notes create a warm, lingering finish that is soft and sophisticated, and this may be the first one, I think, that I'm actually going to have an interest in and actually like. So this one has Australian pink pepper and jasmine petals as the top notes, raspberry and creamy blonde woods as the middle, and then ambroxan and spun sugar as the base. It costs $85, and I'm very intrigued by this one. So yeah, I think I need to go and try this before I actually commit to buying a bottle. I would be really bad if this didn't smell as good as I thought it was, and I'm considering that I didn't like the first 4. I think that is quite an investment to make when you haven't had a very good experience with the previous scents, so that's why I don't want to just go and get the full bottle. Now I'm going to move a little bit into makeup. So here we have this new release by Colourpop. It says, "'Tis the season to be freezin'." This is, their winter release, I suppose. Kind of feels like there's just a lot of pastels in here, and I kind of feel like, in a way, it's kind of giving me vibes of this look over here on that eye because of all the pastels and the tones in there. It's called Frosty the Snowman Collection. Sorry, I thought it was "'Tis the season to be free." I'm sorry, yeah, I didn't read that. But anyway, you can see what they have. Definitely a whole collection here. Looks like there's liners, lip products, the whole works, which is usually what Colourpop does anyway. So I don't know if any of us following them actually would be surprised by this. Now I'm looking at the swatches, and this honestly just feels like a lot of very similar colors. I don't see how this would be very friendly towards deeper skin tones, because if I'm looking at the deepest skin tone here, and I'm like, this looks so similar. Like, every color looks the same. It kind of looks like it's just going to blend into each other, and yeah, I'm not really getting the best feel from this. On the fairer skin tone, it looks like you'd get more of that variety, I think. But I don't know, this is not really calling to me as much as I think it would. I think the colors, like the lip colors and stuff, are calling to me a little bit more, simply because they're a bit deeper. But anyway, let's look at the pricing here. The palette is 15 festive shades of blue, pastels, and sparkling silvers, and it's $24. The Super Shock Highlighter Duo is 16. The Jelly Much Eyeshadow Duo is 12. Lippy Pencil and Lippy Sticks Duos are 16. So Juicy Plumping Gloss Balm Trio for 24. Lip Mask and Scrub Duo for 18. And there's a color changing blending sponge for $8. So if you get everything, it's $125 for this. I kind of feel like, I don't know, I'm not really feeling this collection as much. I know that they're trying to do something different and I really like that, but I kind of feel like I would like this a bit more if there was maybe a couple of deeper shades in there, like icier shades that would maybe look a little bit nicer for deeper skin tones, you know? So I kind of feel like maybe those dark shades in there, like the grays and the blacks that I'm seeing, maybe those are the ones that would be, you know, like great to kind of add a little bit more variety. Maybe you could blend that a bit with the icy shades. Speaking of icy collections, I think that Simply Posh has, you know, kind of graced us with a tease over here, and I'm pretty excited about this. I'm actually more excited for this one than for the Colourpop one, and I'm kind of happy that Simply Posh is releasing something because it's been a while since they have, and I'm looking forward to it. They do color stories so beautifully, and I love the fact that they've got magnetic palettes. You get a lovely mix of duochromes and mattes. Now, I don't know if this is the same like 18 kind of pan palette. Maybe it is, maybe it's slightly different, but you know, I know that Simply Posh does their color stories very well. So for me, this is probably going to be the palette that I'm looking forward to this winter. This over here is by Lea Fragrance, and it really caught my eye simply because of the perfume notes and just the overall feel that it's giving. It's very cozy, very spicy, I think, and I'm always attracted to something sweet. So when I saw this, when I was looking at the ad and just looking at, you know, everything, I felt like, okay, this is something that would be pretty interesting. So let's just go and check out and see what these notes are over here. And basically it says that 20 Bourbon Brûlée is a rich, warm fragrance that combines gourmand caramel with boozy notes of whiskey and vanilla bourbon to create an addictive fall-winter blend. Yeah, I can believe that. And it's basically available now, and it costs $98, or for the smaller version it would be $36. So yeah, this is something I'm also kind of keeping in mind. Like I said, so freaking hard to keep up with all of these. This over here is a new palette by the brand Cheeryep Makeup, and I was very interested in it until I actually saw the color story. Kind of feel like this is just, it kind of sucks. I mean, it's a red palette, you know, the color is red, and I look at the color story here and it just feels so disappointing. I feel like this is just not, you know, what I would be expecting for Christmas. It just, like, yeah, there are a few deeper tones in there, but for the most part there's just so many very nude, you know, kind of shades, very neutral. So yeah, I kind of feel like this was a bit disappointing for me. It could have been better, I think. Now this over here is a new launch and the last launch by Nomad Cosmetics for this year. It's going to be a Christmas palette. From what I'm seeing, you can see some stockings, and you know, they always do this guessing game. So yeah, let's look forward to this. Let's see what they have. It looks pretty cute. I like the fact that the first color I'm seeing stays pretty traditional, you know, to Christmas colors, and I like the imprints. Nomad is known for the imprints that they come up with. So yeah, this is going to be very exciting. This over here is the new release by Adept Cosmetics. It is the Vivette palette. I remember I talked about this before, but now they've kind of done the reveal. So this is the color story. I will be getting a review of this up as soon as I can. It looks really pretty. You can see it's a mixture of matte shades, and looks like 6 matte shades, and then we've got 6 really pretty shimmers and stuff in here. I think that Adept is also sending a couple of other things, like some new lip gloss shades, but these are some swatches. As you can see, these are just so freaking gorgeous. I love these swatches because it really shows you what the colors can look like, what they shift into, and you know, there's like a mixture of these really pretty colors, like matte colors in there. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this one. I want to see how it's going to work on my skin tone, and you can see that these are some shifty colors here. So it says that there are 2 high pearl shimmers, and this may sound familiar with a recent release from a larger brand sold in Sephora. And they basically are giving us 4 high pearl multi-chromes and 6 buildable and blendable mattes. So it's going to be $62 for the palette alone, or $49.60 during the 24 hours Black Friday preview sale, and that sounds really good. You can also purchase the bundle, which includes the palette and two beautiful lip gloss shades for $72 or $57.60 during the 24-hour Black Friday preview sale. So this sounds great. I mean, I really love this about Adept. It's the fact that they don't hide things from you. They don't go, oh, you know, we're going to be doing, you know, this sale, and then they hide it from you. They never have done that, and I really, really appreciate that about them, because if you go to their website, you'll actually see that Adept even has all the names of, you know, the affiliate codes in every single product that's on their page. So you can actually go and use the affiliate codes from there if you want as well. Like I have one, but obviously here it kind of makes more sense to do the Black Friday sale, right? Because that's how you're going to save a little bit more money. So with Adept, I don't know, I'm just really impressed by, you know, the overall way in which they carry themselves as a brand. I think that that's been very impressive to see, and the way that they support you as well. That's something that always stood out to me about Adept. I like that, and that's one of the reasons why I really enjoy anything and everything that they send me. Now this over here is the Jewel Dreams collection, and it's number 2. This is by Shine by SD Cosmetics, and the colors look really beautiful. They look so vibrant and so pretty, and yeah, these look really gorgeous. And I don't know, I really was interested in these. I feel like this is just, you know, right up my alley. I love vibrant jewel tones, and these also sound so wonderful for Christmas, because when Christmas is coming, obviously there's going to be a lot of parties, and you know, of course you can dazzle with shades like this, so that really sounds like a lot of fun to me. Shall We Makeup has come up with a new palette, and it looks really pretty, and I really love the color story of this. Now the thing with Shall We Makeup is they always have like 2 different sizes, so you can see the full size one, which is $59, and then there's that smaller size, which will be a bit cheaper. So over here it's got 3 multi-chromes, 2 shimmers, and 5 mattes. They're going to be launching at 10 a.m. on the 11th of November, and this is the collection. Even the swatches look so beautiful. So yeah, this looks like a wonderful color story, very pretty, very oh, it's got butterfly imprints. I love that even more. Yeah, I've honestly been dying to get into Shall We, because honestly their makeup looks incredible. Like honestly, even the packaging for this is so pretty. Just look at that, the fairy thing. Oh my goodness, absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, maybe this you know, Black Friday, I'm gonna try getting some of these, and I'll see how that goes. But the mini size is $29. The duo cheek and lip muds are $10 a piece, and the eyeliners will be $8 or $16 for 3 pieces. So yeah, these honestly look so beautiful. I actually really love this color story, and it's one of the few palettes I'm actually very attracted to right now. That's all I have for you today. These are all of the things that have stood out to me, and I will see you soon for another makeup and beauty release video. Let me know your thoughts on all of these. You know, are you planning to pick any of these up? And let me know if you'd like to see anything else in these videos, because I'd love to incorporate as much as I can for you. Have a lovely week. Bye-bye.